Flosstube, welcome back. It is Flosstube number 43 this week, and although I've completed many challenges, I think I've only touched 3 whips this week. But we've had kind of other things going on. You know, the kids are still at home, and we had a phone call about them not being in school from the local council. They have said that the next step would be a kind of mediation between parents and counsellors on how they can help us get the kids back in school, what would make us feel happy. But she said that won't happen probably until next year because coronavirus. So at the moment we stand pretty good. So no fines landing on our doorstep. Not yet. Anything else has only been the washing machine. It got fixed last Friday. He came out Friday afternoon. He knew what was wrong with it because our Samsung machine gives you an error code, and you tell them what the error code is and they know exactly what's wrong with it. They know what to replace. He was out within 10 minutes and it was done. And the washing machine worked perfect, sweet as a nut all week until Friday. 1 week exactly after he repaired it, the same thing has gone again. So it'll work only on I think it's a wool wash, which until they can come and fix it works well, because then all we have to do is just spin it afterwards because a wool wash leaves them quite wet. So right before Christmas, you know, no one needs that kind of hassle. So I've just kind of thrown myself into completing my challenges, and the wool arrived for Keegan's blanket, so that will be finished. I'm not going to take it off the area just because there's like 15 to 20 pegs attached. I'm halfway up his name anyway. I think I've got another 6 rows sticking to my face, another 6 rows to complete his name, and then just a couple of plain rows and then the border. So that's been another project that's kind of taken over from the cross stitch.
And then the ends. Don't
remind me about the ends. I hate sewing in the ends, and she knows that. Anyway, challenges this week. For enchanted stitching, I went with the Honor tier this week just because it took a lot of thinking, and I didn't want to have to think too much of how my projects were going to fit the prompts. So I just went for the Honor tier, which meant I could do penalty stitches for all the prompts, which I think was 375 per prompt. Magical stitches, that was kind of the same. I only think I've managed to fit 1 prompt so far this week, so we'll just kind of go through those. I'm smart. Find my you know, the one I'm doing for Kelly, Animal Kingdom. That's the only thing I haven't pulled out. I got everything set up and everything ready, and I thought I was done until I've just looked at my prompts, and I put the initials next to the prompts to know which project I was working on for that prompt, and I've just looked at it and it says AK, which is Animal Kingdom, and it's over there. I know I'm smart. So we'll move on to the next one first. Well, thanks for Ellie being here.
I just sat down.
I know, so did I. Anyway, the next thing I worked on was my linen and threads. You'll just have to kind of look. You'll see the material. You'll know.
In there?
Yeah, in the... No.
Polly Pocket?
No, Ellie. It's in a project bag. I know.
You want the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh. Which one?
Miscommunication.
Which colour?
I don't remember, but if you pull it out, you'll see, because it'll have... You'll see Kelly's thingy in it.
You've got like 20.
I know.
That's not it.
Linen and thread, so that's what I'm looking for.
That's not it.
I am on part number 10. This is what I'm working. White out. That's the one. This is the linen and threads, which I'm still on October's. Yes, because I just downloaded December's. So it was this, and whatever's in the middle. And so far I have only managed to put in, I think, 176 stitches, which last time you saw it, I had this outline and this second line done. So far it's in its hoop because I was working on it this morning too, and it's going to be my today project to finish off, which I'm running out of threads for. I think I'm on the last thing of 6. So anyway, 176 stitches has gone into this middle triangle section here, and I've just dropped down now. There's like a tiny little snowflake thing here. Ow. Yeah, it is. And I've got another thing down here. It fits in down there to fill in as well. So that'll be later on because I'm just moving down at the moment. That's worked on 20 count, or is it 22? No, I think it's 20 count actually. Ada, and it's stitched with DMC variegated 115 garnet. And I absolutely love pulling that project out. Absolutely love it. The next thing, that fitted. What prompt did I use that for? Yeah, the prompt was stitch on a whip that has bugs, spiders, or creatures that live in caves. It was just way too hard. Yeah, no. So I opted for the linen and threads, which I have to finish yet. And being as it was on a tier on the other one, I just plonked it under one of them. The next one I worked on was, hold on, this one. You all know this one. I think a lot of people have got this one, which is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. I didn't even work out how many stitches each one's had this week. Pandemic. I've only stitched it once. So 501 stitches. Why did I unfold it all? No idea. So, as you can see, I'll come this side so I can hold it. That's better. I think it was there, the cut off from last week. And I've done from there down. Yeah, I was just thinking I did a butterfly, but it's there. So I also did this little chickeny birdie looking thing there, whatever it is. And then like the rest of that. You say 501 stitches, but when you look at it, it doesn't really look that much, but it is. This is 22 count Ada. And I didn't serge the edges or whatever you call it. I just did a running stitch and tacked it over. So no more fraying, thank goodness. I didn't need to do that edge because it's the edge of the fabric, but I did all the way around. And this is the only one I did it on. I was just in a tacking mood, I think. I tacked 2 of my projects. So yeah, that's had 501 stitches this week, which covered stitch on a whip that has a chicken. So I just did penalty stitches, and I only needed to do 375, or is it 300? 375, and I did 393. No, I didn't. I'm talking rubbish. 501. The next thing I worked on this week. Now this one actually did fit a prompt. Now, I have 2 favourites at this minute, currently stitching. I say this is the first one, but they're not, there's no preference one over the other. There's just 2 I really like doing, and this is one of them. The Munsters. This takes me back to, oh my gosh, when I was little. It was something that was always on my telly at home. This week, Munsters, 96, 400, 500, about 500 stitches gone in on this. It doesn't look much, but it is. I think all I had last week was this little start in the corner there. So I've actually taken the black along and down, filled some of this in, and then I moved on to a grey. And this is 25 count. I can't remember if it was even weave or Ada. But it's from AliExpress, and I don't think I will buy from it. It's so stiff. Most most of my fairy tales on 25 count, and that's like not stiff. It's quite floppy, but this is quite hard, and I've had to really screw it up to soften it up, and it's still stiff as a board. So I might just stick low, even though it cost me a lot cheaper. It's a lot harder to manoeuvre and put into a place where you can feel comfortable to hold it in your hand and stitch.
Which one is that?
The Munsters. And the prompt that I used, what was that for? Stitch on a whip that has a treasure. Well, they're a family. Family is considered a treasure. Not everyone has a family, so I used it for that. That wasn't too hard to think about. Is that one? Yeah, I'll put that back on there. Next week I plan to do more prompts and less on a tier, less penalty stitches. So the next and last thing I worked on this week was, and this is the other one that I really like to stitch, so it's between the two, and this is Minnie the Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I am up in this corner at the minute. I think you can kind of see the outline of the elephant. Let me kind of get you in. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a gorilla right here. You can see him as well. I have done a load of stitches on this week, I think. See, there's 1100, 1500. There's about 1600 stitches going in on this week. I can't actually remember where it was the last time you guys saw it, but let me go this way, because then you've got the light and it shows up easier. You can see that's the outline of a gorilla, and the elephant is there, his head's here. See, when I have an argument with myself over which one to pick, it's always between this one and the Munsters. So I try and do a bit on each every day. And I've been sending Kelly photos every single day. I said to her, I'm going to stop doing that, because she doesn't see the difference unless she actually physically has the both photos in front of her face. So I said, what I'm going to do is send her one once a week so she can see a big difference for herself. But she's loving it, absolutely loving it. She's so excited, bless her. And this is stitched on 25 count HAED 1/1 full cross. The only one of my projects that isn't 1/1 that I've stitched on is the linen and threads. That's 2/1 and 20 count. But yeah, see, this is 25 count as well, and it's so much softer, you know. That one from AliExpress is so rough and hard. I've just got to finish doing the edges. I didn't do the bottom one, but I did do the top. And most of the one side, I've just got this little corner here to finish. Ow, there's a needle there. I always keep a pin in my projects so that when I get a knot, the pin goes through it quite easily to help me undo it, but then I stab myself multiple times when I'm getting it in and out. So that was that one, and that was penalty stitches again, just because I wanted to work on that one. So apart from that, and the blanket, which I'm not even going to try and get out, hopefully by next weekend when I do my Flosstube next weekend, it will be finished. I am working on it every evening so far. I'm not going to fight with that. Every evening, it's the better time because the light's always lower, and trying to stitch in a darker light's not. Oh, by the way, he took off a little bit more than I wanted him to, my other half, but my hair looks so much healthier for it, and it just, I don't know, just naturally feels thicker. But all the ends were like really dead, so he's took a good chunk because it was way down here, wasn't it? So it feels so much better, so much lighter. Anyway, that's it stitching wise. I'm sure it is, because I would have wrote it on there if it wasn't. Yeah, anyway. Other news. Thank you to everyone last week who wished me a happy birthday. It was a good day. A lot of stitching. A lot of me time. It was good. And then Ellie's was on Thursday, so barely get to celebrate mine, but I don't celebrate it anyway. It's another year, isn't it? Another year older. I would say wiser, but no. I have noticed as well that my channel has gone over 600 subscribers. So thank you guys so much if you've subscribed. That means the absolute world to us. It means someone cares and someone wants to watch what we get up to during the week. Ellie's done, I don't think, any stitching this week, have you, Ellie? No. But I have printed her. There is a challenge group I'm part of. I think it's called Free Cross Stitch Challenges. And they give you a monthly printable. And on this printable, there is something related to the time of year it is. And on it, excuse me, they put crosses. I'm not going to show too much. Once you complete whatever it says in the box, you colour one in. And then, I won't show too much. That one, each cross is worth 100 stitches. So every time you've stitched 100, you colour another one in. And by the time you've finished it, there'll be 7,200 stitches. So I've printed her those to do them alongside me. So hopefully that will encourage her to pull hers out this week. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the subscribers. We both appreciate it very much. We're very grateful. We're grateful for all the comments you guys leave us, whether it's leaving birthday wishes or just having a chat about cross stitch. It's always very welcome. The only thing I really need to say is I bought a load of these.
Like 20 of them?
I did get 20 of them. I went on Amazon. My dad sent me a gift card for Amazon for my birthday. So 20 of these cost me, with postage, £14 something. But I prefer these. The other ones I've got are like canvas. And everything still gets in. So like the cat hair still manages to find its way through. But not in these. So I've converted them all to these. And this is what they were. That's just got my fabric in it now. Which I probably do need to put in a thingy one. Otherwise they're going to get covered. So I've gone from these to these. Less dust, less hair, less cat fur. All of the above.
Didn't even give me any.
Do you get your projects out, Ellie?
Hmm?
Do you get your projects out, Ellie?
So?
Anyway. Back to the 600 subscribers. I keep getting sidetracked and diverted and whatever. I am going to do a giveaway. When that will be, I'm unsure, just because everything's up in the air with us at the moment. So there will be one. So just keep watching as you do. And I will let you know when and what that will be. I'm unsure at the moment. But it will come. I promise you it will come. Because you guys are amazing. You're awesome. You tune in, you watch. And sometimes you leave comments for me too. So I have to pay that forward, so to speak. And that will be a giveaway. So that's it from us this week. I'm going to go and get my cross stitch back out again now and finish my linen and threads until the thread runs out, and then I'll have to order some more. I hope you've had an amazing week and an amazing weekend. Ours has been just busy with stitching. The usual housework. So, have a nice week. If you tune in on a Wednesday for my whipping chats, I will see you on Wednesday. If not, and you're just here for the Flosstube, I will see you next Sunday. So take care, stay safe, wash hands, wear a mask, 6 feet apart, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.